3. We're on the air in 3 minutes. Now, come on. Everybody get into place. Play a little Christmas music to get us in the spirit. You know, something warm and touchy-feely. Now, everybody remember, this is radio station WARM, so don't be a cold fish. Put some feeling into it, and that's in order. Now, shape up. We're on the air in just 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're on the air. Hit it.
WARM 88.5 FM.
December 23rd. Christmas is almost here. So sit back, get comfortable, and sing along as we remember that very special night long, long ago.
Yeah.
Christmas wouldn't be Christmas without children. So now the Radio Kids Choir is coming to sing The Animals Round the Manger. Now be sure to use your imagination, and you might even hear some talking animals. Kids Choir. You know, I've been volunteering to do this program for the last 25 years, and I do believe you just heard the best children's choir we've ever had. That was a great job, kids. Well, I know, and you know that animals can't really talk. But what if they could? What if animals had been able to tell the story? This evening, for our children's broadcast, let's allow our imaginations to wander back to a night more than 2,000 years ago. What might they have said if donkey, cow, sheep, and dove had been able to tell the story of the lowly stable strewn with hay? Oh, I never saw a human so weary as that lady.
Bad night it was for her. But donkey, you should know how far she came, for you came that far yourself. How long were you on the road with that sad-faced man and that weary mother?
Much. Don't bother me, I'm eating. Hee-haw!
I'm so glad I'm only a bird. Sitting on my nest and singing to my brood is so much sweeter than traveling miles and miles to a strange city far from home.
Listen here, Debbie, you don't know the half of it. It's a rough road between here and Nazareth, where Joseph and Mary set out. Those are their names. Joseph, he's a good man, a carpenter. He smells of sawdust most days, but he's kind to me, been kind to Mary too. She was espoused to him when the news came of the baby.
Espoused? Is that good or bad?
Hee-haw! Silly sheep. Espoused means she was to be his wife. And so she is now that he's taken her. They'll go back home once the taxes are paid to Caesar the Gusty. He's the reason why they had to come here.
Did you say the Gusty?
Uh-huh. They called him Augustus, but if you ever heard him speak, you know it should be the Gusty. Hee-haw! But I don't know how they'll pay anything to anyone. Dirt poor they are.
Oh, my, how peaceful the little mother looks lying there.
Coo! Her voice is surely the sweetest sound the little one waiting to be born has ever heard. So soft and smooth and soothing. She makes me want to sing a lullaby too.
Ooh, why don't you sing us all to sleep, Dove?
Coo, coo, coo.
This is WHRN. We'll be right back with more Christmas on the air.
Okay, cut. Roll the Christmas music. Now, everybody, listen up. You've got 2 minutes and 9 seconds, so don't wander off, all right? And you have no more or less time than that. Now, Robert, where is my tall cup of coffee?
Anybody care for a glass of water?
I'm okay. No thanks.
If I keep drinking enough water, I'll be able to keep this donkey voice up through the tomorrow night's program.
Well, no one can do a donkey quite as naturally as you, Rich. And you have a great radio face, too.
Hee-haw!
Voice sounds good so far.
I'll be fine, but this is the last time I agree to do a radio drama at Christmas time. Where am I when the stores are all open? Stuck in a radio station playing, well, not the most flattering character I've ever played.
My goodness. Stop your complaining. It's no wonder you have to play a donkey the way you huff and puff around here. It's not like you're the only one with Christmas shopping left to do. How about you, Steph? Have all your presents wrapped and ready?
Actually, I haven't even started.
Haven't even started? Girl, you better get a move on.
It just looks like it's going to be a lean year at our house.
Dad still hasn't found work yet?
No.
Oh my. What a time to be out of work this time of year. I'm sorry he hasn't found something. Your mom, is she still cleaning house?
Yeah, and she's glad it's Christmas time. Seems like everybody wants a house cleaning this week. She's so tired. She's got 3 houses to clean today.
Well, Steph, you don't know how much I appreciate your willingness to work down here at the station over Christmas break. I really do appreciate it.
Excuse me,
Oh, may we help you?
are you guys the radio actors?
That would be us.
Well, good, then I have something for you.
Oh, well, we're about to get back on air.
Oh, well, I guess I'll just look around and find a place to leave it.
That'd be fine.
Radio actor. Never thought of myself as a radio actor. But I'm probably the only broadcast journalism student at school with experience in radio drama.
Yeah, you're a radio actress now. Should really help your job prospects to list Bethlehem on your resume. Should get you off to a flying start.
Very funny.
All right, all right. Back to your places now, and make sure you're on the right page. And remember, this scene is supposed to be very close, like we're all crowded together.
Break's over. Get into position. Now, listen up. That first scene was pretty good, but you need more joy, more Christmas spirit and all that kind of stuff. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're on the air. Hit it.
This is WARN. We'll be right back with more Christmas on the air.
Everything changed that night. Nowhere.
sing we know well.
Sheltered them all through the night, and Jesus the Christ was born.
All the angels sang heaven's praises, rang and the stars shone glorious and bright. A new age had come with the birth of God's Son. For everything changed that night. Noel, sing we Noel, Noel. Everything changed that night. Noel.
As the shepherds gathered to worship the child, beholding the wondrous sight,
Sing we
joy had come
Noel.
through the gift of God's Son, and everything changed that night.
All the angels sang heaven's praises, rang and the stars shone glorious and bright. A new age had come with the birth of God's Son. For everything changed that night. God came to earth to give us new birth, give Him the glory and praise. Honor we bring to Jesus our King. He is the Ancient of Days. All the angels sang heaven's praises, rang and the stars shone glorious and bright. A new age had come with the birth of God's Son. For everything changed that night. Everything changed that night. Everything changed that night. Lift up your voice, let us rejoice. Everything changed. Welcome back, all you listeners out there in Radio Land. Now, let's return to the manger of Bethlehem where everything is very, very quiet.
Blessed baby Jesus, born
It's the middle of the night. I say let's forget about the sound and go back to sleep.
No, maybe we should. But Dove said she was sure she heard a strange noise in the inner stall. It woke you up, right, Dove?
The noise was so unusual. It sounded like no animal I've ever heard before.
Bah! But you don't hear anything now?
Maybe it will come again soon. Listen.
Nothing as far as I can hear.
No, I don't hear it now either.
Move over so I can hold my ear close.
Back down, cow. Your place is at the bottom of the wooden gate. Between the boards, it may be tight, but we all have to share the space.
I still to say she didn't hear anything.
I'm sure I heard a still small cry.
Maybe so, and maybe not. But it's pitch black in the inner stall. If we can't see anything, we might as well settle back in our separate stalls.
Oh, there! There it is! A tiny little voice, so soft and low.
Like no animal I've ever heard.
Oh, look! The man has lit an oil lamp to bring to his life.
She's holding something close, like she's afraid she'll lose it. I thought you said they had nothing of value with them, donkey.
It's the truth. They brought nothing with them.
Well, they surely have something now. Will you look at that? There's a little hand, fingers stretching up as if to reach for the star that shines so brightly through the window. Look at the tiny fingernails and the rosy rounded elbow of the little arm. Oh, she's bundled him up and tossed the cloak from me.
Ooh, I can't see the face. Can you, Dove?
No, she's holding the bundle too close to be seen.
Maybe with the rising sun we'll see the precious treasure. Donkey, why did they come to our stable on such a night as this with a baby on the way?
Well, they asked to stay in the inn if there was no place for them.
No place for such a little mother about to give birth? I'll never understand humans. We're only barn creatures, but we all have a home when our young ones arrive.
Say, friend, let's think about what we just heard. Why do you think there was no room for Mary and Joseph? Was the innkeeper a hard man who cared nothing for weary families? I don't think so. I imagine he was someone just like you and me. A decent man, a busy man. It wasn't that he didn't care, he just didn't know. Why, if an angel had come to him to tell him that God's only begotten Son was to be born that night, would he have found a bed for them? I'm sure he would, but he didn't know. This Christmas, may we be willing to help someone just as we would help Jesus if he were the one in need. Remember, we were worship Christ by reaching out to others in His name. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow night on Christmas Eve for the conclusion of Christmas on the Air. We close tonight's broadcast with a special number for all of you children out there in Radioland.
for the conclusion of Christmas on the Air. Thanks for listening.
Cut. Well, it could have been better. But this isn't Hollywood, so I guess you did all right. Now listen up. Make sure you're on time tomorrow night. Same time, same place. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. I think you all did a super job.
Thank you.
All right. Well, I don't think it could have gone any better. And I mean it. And I can't tell you all how much I appreciate it.
This broadcast really means a lot to you, doesn't it, Grandpa Miller?
Well, it's been my annual ministry for the past 25 years, but I don't think the new manager's all that excited about what she's inherited.
Well, I think it's a much-needed contrast to Santa and Rudolph.
I agree. Well, I will see you all tomorrow evening. I'm off to the 24-hour sale. A lot of shopping to do.
I'm going to hit the hay myself.
That should be good for your career as a radio donkey.
Hee-haw! Good one for a bird brain.
A what?
A bird brain.
Hey, you guys remember that woman? Who was that strange woman who was in here?
I'm not sure, but I think she left something over there on that table.
Gave me the creeps to have someone just show up off the street, ask if we are radio actors. I thought she was going to give us ask for us for a handout or something.
I don't think so. She had the kindest eyes.
I agree. I figured she was just going to say she liked the story or something. I found what she left. I'm curious. Well, there's one for sheep, one for dove, one for cow. Well, you even managed to get one donkey.
Huh, I'm not touching that thing. Could be booby trapped or something.
Booby trapped? It's just a Christmas card. Though there is something else inside of it.
Wonder what it is.
Joanne, why don't you open it? Check it out for us.
So I'm the guinea pig, huh? Okay, I'll be the brave one. Since you won't.
I was just kidding.
Well, will you look at that?
What?
It says, wishing you and yours a blessed Christmas, just like the first one. And there's a gift certificate inside for Old Town Jewelers. Expires on Christmas Eve.
Here, let me see that.
No, you have your own.
All right, huh? Says the same thing.
Mine too.
That makes 4 of us.
You think the cards are any good?
Oh yeah, they're good all right. Professional. Don't you see? It's a sales gimmick. They send out someone who looks like some mysterious stranger, pull in business on the biggest shopping day of the year. Brilliant. You probably get a genuine cubic zirconium.
You know,
Hee-haw!
he may be right. She did not stay to talk to any one of us.
Of course, I'm right. She's probably making rounds on every place on this side of the street, while someone else hits the other side. Canvass the whole district so sales are up this Christmas.
Well, who knows? Might be worth checking out.
But the downtown stores are already closed tonight, right?
Well, but there's tomorrow.
Well, you can tell me what I missed out tomorrow night. I'm not wasting a trip.
I tend to agree with you, Rich. Parking will be very hard to find tomorrow.
Which is why they have to resort to a sales tactic like this. Cheap sales gimmicks. You guys get some rest, and I'll see you back at the stable tomorrow night. Hee-haw!
Bye, Rich. I think I'm gonna go too. Steph, do you need a ride?
No thanks, Mom's picking me up.
Okay. Well, we'll see you all later. Don't want to forget my card.
You gonna give it a try? I don't know, but you should. It might be 25% off or something. It'd have to be more than 25% to help me. Night, Jillian. Night, everyone.
Y'all take care. Thanks again, Steph. Not a lot of college students willing to work on a kids program over Christmas break.
I loved hearing the kids sing. They really seem to get it. I mean, Christmas. I guess it really does take the faith of a little child to simply trust in God.
Jesus said, "Whosoever shall not receive the kingdom of God as a little child shall in no wise enter therein."
You're a walking Bible, Grandpa Miller. I'm glad I got to work with you.
Oh no, the privilege is all mine, Steph, and we only have one night to go.
I wouldn't miss it.
Now, you got your gift certificate with you, right?
Yeah, I got it. Like Jillian said, I guess I can give it a try. Well, good night. Aren't you going home?
Oh, wait a minute. I promised the kids I'd listen to a new song they're working on. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Good night.
Good night. Okay, kids, let's hear it.
Christmas is a joyful season. What a special time of year. Beauty has of little children. Children become so clear. Oh, what a child in Christmas. We all wonder again. Share the joy of the season. When things are begin. Oh, star in the manger. Where your heart is light. In the place of the Savior. Come, come as a child. You will fill your heart with love. Millions of little children. As a child in Christmas, we all wonder again. Sharing the joy of one season, the peace I believe
Great job, kids. Well, I think I hear my bed calling me too, so everybody get a good night's rest, and we'll see you back here on Christmas Eve. Good night, all.
All right, at this time, we're going to have a 5 to 10 minute intermission. Some of you already have your dessert. The rest of you will be receiving your dessert at this time. There's bathrooms located upstairs.
Yes, I got it. Well, Merry Christmas.
And the same to you. Are we all ready to gather around the manger?
Well, the manger is all set up. We could use a few more animals.
Hey, you ever thought about bringing in real animals so the sound effects are genuine?
Have you ever tried to get a real donkey to bray on cue?
I see your point. Still, the realism would be something to hear.
Something to smell, too.
Hee-haw! Bad idea. I visited the Yoder Dairy last summer. You ever been?
No, but I grew up on a farm.
Really? You have all those tubes and machines to milk your cows?
No, just these magic fingers. Hey, say, have you ever seen the farmer's handshake?
Huh?
Here, lace your fingers together and turn your hands upside down. Here we go.
Oh. You really did grow up in a barn, didn't you?
Let's just say I visited it every morning, bright and early.
Tough life, huh?
Oh, no, not really. Only good memories of tending the cows and the sheep and the chickens, all of God's provisions.
Okay, drop what you're doing and hold on to your hat. Tell them, Steph.
Well,
Wait. Did either of you two go to the jeweler's to try out your gift certificate?
Completely forgot about it.
I didn't get there either.
Me neither, and I could pull my hair out. Wait till you hear about this sales gimmick. Tell them, Steph.
I just asked what the certificates were good for, and they said that they really were gift certificates with no limit, and to pick out whatever presents I wanted. And I was like, yeah, right.
Wait till you hear, Rich.
So I started with a watch for my dad. I picked out this really nice one and figured they'd say it was too much. And the lady at the store says, very nice choice, ma'am. And what else would you like?
Did you get that, Rich? A watch for her dad.
Whoop-de-doo.
There's more, just wait.
Then I thought of my sister Jan. She's always wanted a string of real pearls. So I pick out this beautiful pearl necklace. And the lady says, very discerning eye, miss.
Did you get that, Rich? The sales gimmick got her a pearl necklace for her little sister.
Then for my mom, I wanted to get her a ruby ring. That's her birthstone. So I pick out this beautiful ring. You would not believe how much it was worth. More than anything I've ever spent in my entire life.
You got a ruby ring?
I could scream.
And when I asked who had donated the certificates, they said that the party wished to remain anonymous. So I walk out of the store with 3 gifts, all in complimentary wrapping. And do you know what the total value was worth? Over $3,000.
So $3,000?
It's a miracle. The first Christmas, we thought that we were so broke, we'd have no Christmas presents, and now this.
Okay. This is really weird. Who was the woman? And why in the world would she do a thing like that?
I don't know, but let's face it, I missed the opportunity of a lifetime because I was out getting stocking stuffers at the dollar store.
Oh my, what a Christmas store this'll make for years to come. And I'm so glad it was you, Steph, that got to go. But we're not far from airtime, folks, so we'll have to talk about it after, if that's okay.
I'm sorry, guys. I wish there'd been time to let you know, too.
Yeah, right. Well, just so you all know, the donkey will be really grumpy during this next scene. Hee-haw!
Ditto on the sheep.
15 seconds till airtime, and give it some pizzazz. Quiet on the set. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're on the air. Hit it.
This is WARN 88.5 FM. And now we continue with Christmas on the air.
Move over, donkey, and let me see the shepherds.
Well, you can look for yourself, but you won't see them. They already left. And not too soon for me. They were so timid you could hardly hear what they had to say.
Back to the hills to care for their flock.
But they were so happy. Did you see their eyes? Just imagine what they saw last night. Angels filling the night sky with shining light. And what they heard. Glorious tones and angelic voices crying out, "Glory to God in the highest."
Ooh, what else did they say?
Whew, on earth peace goodwill toward men.
Then back to the sky they went.
But why did they come to shepherds of all people?
Back off the shepherd's cow.
No, I only mean that they aren't the famous or the wealthy. They're just simple folk who love and care for their sheep. Why would God announce the birth of his son to them?
Ooh, I think I can answer. God uses humble things to accomplish his will. That way he gets the glory.
I still say it doesn't make any sense at all. The King of Kings makes his grand entrance to the earth in a humble manger, surrounded by lowly animals and simple shepherds. Who could imagine such a thing?
Yes, who could imagine?
Son of God who was born so poor.
Yeah, but what would you have to give?
Well, I was going to give him some hay but he doesn't have any teeth to chew it with.
Hee-haw! Don't worry. His mother's making sure he won't go hungry, but I sure am starved. Could I have some of your hay?
Bah! Stop thinking about your stomach, Donkey. Cow, don't you realize the gift you've already given the baby?
Me? A gift for the baby?
Well, whose food trough is he lying in?
Well, mine.
You gave up your manger so he could have a cradle.
I did, didn't I? He slept his first night in my manger.
And how about you, sheep?
What about me? I didn't give up anything for the baby, but I wish I had.
But you did, sheep.
What did I give him?
You saw what they wrapped the baby in to keep him warm.
Well, that was just tufts of wool left over from the shearing. No sacrifice.
But it came from you, and it kept him from shivering in the night.
It did help to pad his swaddling clothes in that rough manger.
I'm the only one who gave nothing.
Moo! You're forgetting the lullaby you sang so beautifully for him.
But that was just cooing. I do that every morning.
But it sounded so sweet and soothing in the middle of the night.
I guess it was a strange time to sing.
So in case anyone cares to notice, I gave the baby something too.
You?
What did you give, Donkey?
He would have never made it to Bethlehem if his mother had to walk here.
Oh, Donkey, our gifts cost so little. You gave something that cost you more than a manger or a song, or even tufts of wool.
Really?
It's what any of God's creatures can give to him.
Me? What was my gift?
Obedience. If you hadn't been willing to walk where you were told, they never would have made it to Bethlehem.
If I gave the costliest gift of all, I'm the greatest giver here. Hee-haw!
Moo! Donkey, obedience you have. Next thing we'll work on is humility. Well, friends, we'll leave the lowly stable in Bethlehem now and journey back to our own town of Bethlehem for a final word this Christmas Eve. Our story this week has been about the simple truth that God is the one who gave the greatest gift that ever was given. But very few seem to notice that gift, and many folks were just too busy to care. So I came up with this crazy idea for a little experiment of my own. I figured out a way to give 3 people I care about a very special Christmas gift. Each one of them received a gift certificate from a local jewelry store, but there was one catch. It had to be used by Christmas Eve. And I didn't tell them it was from me. Now I'm going to ask Rich, who played the donkey, and Joanne, who played the sheep, to please step up to the microphone. Joanne, could you tell the listeners why you didn't go by the jewelry store?
You gave? I don't even know what to say. I guess I was just too busy.
Well, do you mind telling us how you felt when you realized you missed out on what could have been a wonderful joy?
I guess you could say I was pretty upset, but just with myself.
Rich, how about you?
Me? Well, I guess I just didn't believe it. Too skeptical, I guess.
Dear listener, you ask, why did they miss out? They just didn't know how much the gift was worth. Seemed too good to be true. We live in an age when people have grown so busy with the gift buying, while others have grown so skeptical that the simplest truth of Christmas is lost to them. It seems too good to be true. Jesus came because he loves you. And he loved you so much that he died on the cross to take away your sins. And he wants you to be with him for eternity. Will you have faith as a little child? Will you say, come into my heart and save me, Lord Jesus? I turn from my sin and self to live for you because of your gift of love to me. Friend, if you will pray that prayer in your heart, you'll experience the true joy of Christmas for the first time, and you can worship Jesus just like Mary did that first night long ago.
A tender mother rocks and cradles him. What will this future bring? The little newborn King, the one who waits in Mary's arms. Jesus, when she looks down at Jesus, tears overflow to see God's gift of love from the Father's heart above. Emmanuel, Emmanuel, now all is well, Emmanuel, Emmanuel, God dwells with us.
She looks into his eyes and worships him. This little baby who will save from sin. The Father's only Son, the long-awaited one, is whom the world will soon condemn.
Jesus, when she looks down at Jesus, tears overflow to see God's gift of love from the Father's heart above. Emmanuel, Emmanuel, now all is well. Emmanuel, God dwells with She watches as he hangs upon a tree. She weeps to see him die on Calvary. Her baby, now a man, fulfills redemption's plan, a sacrifice for you and me. Jesus, when she looked up at Jesus, tears overflow to see God's gift of love from the Father's heart above. Emmanuel, Emmanuel,
been a production of WARN. We'll be right back. We'll be right back with the conclusion of Christmas on the Air.
Well, y'all can probably go ahead and slip out. There's really not much more to do.
I can't accept these gifts, Grandpa. They're too much.
No, they're not, Steph. They're just enough to show how much I appreciate your sacrificing to be on the radio program, especially with the trouble your family's facing this year. And Joanne and Rich, I've got some good news and bad news. The bad news is the open limit was only good through Christmas Eve. But the good news is that your gift certificates are still worth $50 if you use them after the week of Christmas.
That's very kind, but you don't have to do that.
Yeah, I was the jerk who didn't. Well, who missed out? But I do have one question. Who was the strange-looking woman who brought the cards?
Well, I'll have to tell her she was strange to you, but that was my sister Betty from over in Chester County. She's visiting for the holidays.
Oops, sorry.
I've got to hand it to you. I've never been so surprised in all my life. But thank you for the unforgettable lesson of faith.
Yeah, and thanks for everything. I'll never forget it either.
Well, you're welcome. And I couldn't have asked for a better cast for our kids' Christmas program.
Only one problem.
What's that?
Now I really do feel like a donkey. Hee-haw!
And I followed you, dumb as a sheep.
Well, on that note, I think I'll fly on home to my roost with the most generous Christmas presents I've ever received. Merry Christmas, Grandpa.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
This is WARN. And now for the conclusion of Christmas on the Air.
Friend, thank you for joining us tonight, and I hope you've been blessed. Now, to close our program, a little friend of mine comes to ask a very important question that I hope each one of us will ask ourselves. What can I give you?